My fiance's friends threw her a bachelorette party and sent me the Venmo request for half the bill. I got the Venmo notification on a Monday morning at work, $847.50, from Jenna, one of my fiancé Olivia's bridesmaids. The memo said, "Bachelorette, your half." I stared at it for a solid minute, trying to understand what I was looking at. Olivia's bachelorette party had been that weekend. She'd gone to a cabin with 6 of her closest friends. I'd stayed home, worked on wedding logistics, gave her space to have girl time. It seemed normal, fun. She'd come back Sunday night talking about how amazing it was, how much she loved her friends. I texted her, "Did your friends just charge me for your bachelorette party?" She called immediately. "Oh yeah, about that. They wanted to split the cost. They said it wasn't fair that you weren't there and had to pay nothing." I couldn't even process that logic. "They charged you for your own party?" "No," she said, and I could hear her getting defensive. "It was like $1,695 total. They split it 7 ways. That's the 6 of them plus you. They paid their shares and they're asking you to pay your share." I asked her how much her own share was. I didn't pay anything. It's my party, and there it was. So her 6 friends had paid roughly $283 each for the bachelorette party, and they'd added my share on top, making it $847.50, because apparently I was supposed to contribute to an event I didn't attend. The logic was absolutely insane to me, but I didn't want to blow this up before the wedding, so I asked Olivia to explain the reasoning to me. She said, "They did it for me. You're marrying me. So it's like, you benefit from them celebrating me. So I benefit from them going to a cabin and drinking for a weekend. You benefit from me having great friends, from me being happy." I loved that Olivia had amazing friends, I did, but this felt like a shakedown wrapped in friendship. I told her I wasn't paying, not because I was cheap, but because the principle was wrong. Her friends threw her a party. That's a gift they give to her. I don't owe money for a gift someone else gives my fiancé. That's not how gifts work. Olivia got quiet, then she said something that broke my heart a little. "So you don't want me to have nice things?" That's when I realized this wasn't about the money. For her, it was about whether I supported her happiness, and her friends had somehow weaponized friendship into an obligation. I asked her to let me talk to the group. She wasn't thrilled, but she agreed. I called Jenna and asked her to get everyone on a Zoom. I wasn't angry, I just needed clarity. When we all got on, I asked, "Can someone walk me through the logic of why I'm being charged for a bachelorette party I didn't attend?" Long silence. Then one of them, Kira, said, "I guess when we were planning it, someone suggested it, and nobody questioned it. So it was just thrown out there, and nobody thought it was weird?" Another friend, Alicia, actually laughed, like uncomfortable, nervous laughter. "Okay," saying it out loud, "it's definitely weird. I wasn't trying to embarrass them. I was just asking them to think about what they'd done." Jenna finally spoke. "We got carried away. We wanted it to be perfect for her, and it cost more than we expected. And I think we just took it out on you instead of owning that we overspent. That's all I needed. An honest conversation. Not an apology necessarily, but honesty." I told them I loved that they celebrated Olivia, but that love doesn't work as a financial obligation, and that asking her fiancé to pay for her party put Olivia in an impossible position. Choose her fiancé or her friends. They canceled the Venmo. More importantly, they actually talked about it afterward, about how friendships shouldn't be transactional, how they'd been stressed about money and let that stress become entitlement. A week later, Jenna sent me a real message, not a Venmo, saying she was sorry. Not for asking, but for the way she'd asked, for making it Olivia's problem to solve. The wedding was beautiful. Those same friends stood beside Olivia and cried happy tears. But the best part? Olivia and I had learned something crucial. Our relationship was strong enough to handle her friends making a mistake, and her friends were real enough to admit they were wrong. That's the kind of circle I want around us forever. Not perfect, but honest.